Hey everybody, this is Justin with Palmetto State Armory, and today we're going to be going over different muzzle devices for your AR-15s. So we've got a lot of questions from the website and in our Instagram messages or Facebook messages just asking what the differences are between different muzzle devices, so we thought we'd lay them all out today and go over them for you. So what we're going to start with is one of the most basic things. You're going to see it on a lot of our Freedom Uppers. It's the most basic muzzle device pretty much across the board. You're going to see it on most of your mil-spec ARs, and that's going to be the A2 birdcage flash hider. So this is a great starting point for any of you guys building a new rifle and you don't know which direction you want to go with. The A2 birdcage is a great thing to start with. It does a really good job of flash suppression with the prongs on the top and the spaces on the top, and it also acts slightly as a compensator because it is only open on the top, so it helps to push the muzzle down a little bit. It's not really noticeable at all. The good thing about the A2 as well versus the A1 flash hider is the bottom is completely solid, so what that does is it keeps the dust from kicking up when you're shooting prone or something. All in all, it's a good muzzle device. It's a great area to start, and it's something you're going to see on a lot of your mil-spec ARs when you purchase them. So with that being said, the next thing you want to do, you may want to upgrade to something that's going to do a little better job of hiding that flash, and a great option for that is a three-prong flash hider. So what I have here is our Saber three-prong flash hider. This is normally the next step up for a lot of people. It's something the military has started switching to, and it does a really good job of hiding flash. It doesn't do anything in terms of recoil mitigation, and the other thing on this is the bottom can be open, so if you're prone, you can see some dust flying up. It's not as common as with the A1. The three-prong flash hider, the Saber specifically, is a great option if you don't plan on suppressing your rifle, but you want to take a step up from that A2 birdcage. So that's your three-prong flash hider. The next option that a lot of people go to, and that's going to be a compensator. So a compensator does an excellent job of reducing recoil, and what it does not do a great job of is making any friends at the range. So that's because your compensator is going to take all of that gas that's coming out of the end of the muzzle, and it's going to direct it to the sides, and some of them direct it upwards as well. And what that does is it helps to cut your recoil. So the compensator is going to do a fantastic job of mitigating recoil. Some compensators will claim up to a 40 or 50% recoil mitigation, and it's definitely noticeable to the shooter when you add a compensator to your rifle. So these are great options as far as if you're shooting competition or if you're shooting something where you need to stay on target, you don't want your rifle to move at all. What they're really not good at is hiding flash. They actually create quite a bit more flash because it's directing all that flash to the sides to help cut down on recoil. Anybody to the left or right of you, it's going to be a pretty violent concussion that's coming out of the sides of these compensators. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to an indoor range or something. It's probably not the best option for you. But if you're doing competition or you're trying to shoot really fast on an outdoor range and stay on target and have a really flat shooting gun, then a compensator is an excellent choice. So our next option here is going to be a flash can, or what some people call a linear compensator. And what this does is it's going to push all that blast and concussion directly forward of the shooter. So whereas the compensator will not make you friends at the range, this will make you friends because it's pushing that blast away from everybody. It's pushing it straight forward. These give a really clean look on a lot of people that want to do like a tucked muzzle device, such as this upper itself. And then the other thing is a lot of the suppressor companies out there are making these now that are interchangeable with their different mounting systems. So I know like Huxworks makes a linear compensator that does that. Silencer Co makes one as well. And like I say, all these are going to do, they're going to push all that blast forward. It's going to make it where there's not much concussion around the shooter or to the left or the right of the shooter. It's all going to go downrange, which is, you know, it can help with the enjoyment of shooting a little bit, but that's your linear compensators. So last but not least is the one we get the most questions of on the website, and that's going to be our suppressor mounts. So the important thing to remember on these is they could be either a three-prong suppressor mount or a compensated suppressor mount. You'll see both options out there. Suppressor mounts help you in a lot of ways. They give you a quick way to change your suppressor between guns, or just a quick way to remove it from guns versus direct threading a suppressor. They also act as a thread protector when your suppressor is not on your rifle. And the other thing about suppressor mounts is they give you a reliable and consistent way to lock your suppressor on, and they give you a much more secure lockup versus direct threading your suppressor. So you don't have to worry about your suppressor walking off when you're using one of the QD mounts that's compatible with your suppressor. Now, the important thing about suppressor mounts is a lot of these are pin and welded from us from the factory to get that rifle to a legal 16 inches. So you'll see 14.5s that are pin and welded, and you'll also see 13.7s. the important thing to do is, think ahead a little bit if you don't have a suppressor yet to what kind you might want to get in the future. That way your mounts are going to be compatible if you're purchasing them in advance. If you already have a suppressor, make sure you do the research to make sure that your suppressor is compatible to whatever type of mount you're getting. And then from there, you should be golden. So we have a lot of options from the factory now. We have almost every suppressor manufacturer in stock. We have Huxworks, we have Silencer Co., we have AAC, and we have Dead Air, and a couple other options as well. So, whichever suppressor you've gone with, we have an option for you. But we've already done the work of timing it and everything and pinning it in place, so it's good and concentricity is good on it. So once you purchase a suppressor mount, it's a great option to have that option of QDing your suppressor on and off. So that's been suppressor mounts. So thanks for watching, guys. We hope this video is helpful and it'll help to educate you for your next purchase. Until next time, please like and subscribe, and then comment below on what you want to see from us next. Otherwise, please follow us on all of our other social media platforms for all of our latest product updates and all of our other news.